Good afternoon, Acadiana. Welcome in to Meet Your Neighbor. Elder law attorney David Groner with the Acadiana Elder Law Clinic joining us today. David, glad to have you back.
Well, it's good to be back.
We're talking about some of our old terms that we know we've used many times before, but a revocable trust. Let's say someone sets up a revocable living trust. Now, can they move that or change that to an irrevocable trust later on in life?
Well, the short answer is yes, but you'll probably need to do a new trust.
Okay.
But it's easy enough to do a new trust and then transfer the assets of the old trust to the new trust. Mm-hmm. So you do a revocable trust where you control it and you can put assets in it and you can take it out. In other words, you're in full control over the trust and how it operates. Mm-hmm. But as you get older and you start getting into retirement age, then you start thinking about, well, what happens if I have to go to a nursing home? Mm-hmm. And the only way to protect that would be the irrevocable trust. So what do? You set up a new trust and you just transfer those assets from your first trust to the new trust. Mm-hmm. You still have to do the 5-year look-back period, but because that's what Medicaid requires. But once you get past that, that new trust is bulletproof. No one can touch it. It'll go to your heirs just as you want, and they'll avoid probate. So all the benefits you get of a revocable trust plus the added benefits in the irrevocable trust is the nursing home protection.
So would that be the main reason that someone would switch from a revocable to an irrevocable trust, is just as they're getting older and potentially approaching a nursing home expense?
Yes, that's exactly why you would do it. Otherwise, what the purpose of doing the trust was to avoid probate, mm-hmm. and to make managing your estate a lot easier. For instance, people with revocable trusts sometimes have property in Florida. They have it mm-hmm. in Texas, Louisiana. But to put it all in one trust makes it easy for them to manage it and makes it easy to transition it to their heirs once mm-hmm. they die. They don't have to do probate in all these different states. They've already got it done in their trust. Mm-hmm. But as they get older, if they wanted the protection from nursing home expense so they can't deplete their estate, that's when you transition it to an irrevocable trust. Put one of your children as your trustee, and then you get bulletproof protection after 5 years.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the kicker. We got to pay attention to that 5-year look back period, as we always say. Any questions regarding irrevocable versus revocable trusts? Of course, you can make your appointment with David by calling him at the number on your screen. Zoom interviews, in person. You can do really anything. He's very flexible with your schedules and what works for you. So again, call the number on your screen to make your appointment with David.